Welcome to Brave Healer Productions. It's time to experience what's possible. So, what if there's something you haven't learned yet that could change everything? Welcome, everyone. I'm Laura DeFranco, the CEO of Brave Healer Productions Publishing, where we are helping the world experience what's possible. And here today to help me with that mission is Julie Goldberg. Welcome, Julie. How's it going?
It's good. Thanks for having me, Laura.
Okay, the reason Julie's here to help me with this amazing mission is that she is going to be leading one of our expert collaborative book projects, and it is called Heal Yourself. This is a passionate topic for me because the whole why of our company began when I knew we had to get self-healing tools into the hands of people at home in the beginning of COVID. So, Julie, I know you know a little bit of that story for me, but like when you came to me with, heal yourself, let's help people connect to their power and do this thing. I was excited.
Mhm.
I knew that we needed more of that. So let me tell you about Julie real quick, and then we're going to get into a juicy conversation today. Julie Goldberg is an Amazon number one Amazon bestselling author of Joy Unleashed, an energy healer, an ICF certified coach specializing in inner child healing, embodiment, and soul level transformation. Julie's passionate about serving those who are ready to know themselves, step into their divine nature, and live life with joy. So, Julie, tell me a little bit of the why kind of behind the woman and this project and topic.
Yeah, I actually haven't heard that much of the story of why you started what you're doing. So that was cool because it's so aligned with what this book is about, which is about self-empowerment and
Yeah.
putting the power back in the hands of the people who are wanting to heal. Because I think like all too often, you know this because you were a practitioner back in the day, that people come to you and they feel so disempowered and they just feel like, fix me, like please fix me. And this is all about saying like, no, I mean, for lack of better words, you're the CEO of your healing journey, and you are going to hire experts to help you, but you're your own healer ultimately, and you know things about yourself that nobody else is going to know, and you know what's right for you deep inside. So it's about helping people access that place where they can really get good guidance within themselves, and also just putting the power back into themselves.
So
um,
tell us
yeah.
tell us a little story of that for you though. Like get personal. Like when you had to move through this, when you had to understand your own power. Like give us a little background.
Yeah, I feel like it's been layers of unfolding for me, honestly. And it still is. There's deeper layers of empowerment that come over time. But I think in the beginning, I just felt really messed up, honestly. Like I felt like my physical health was messed up. I felt spiritually, emotionally, energetically messed up. I just felt messed up. And I feel like I needed other people who were maybe stronger and better than me to fix me. And so that was not an empowering place. But this really came about when I came into the mystery school and started studying in the mystery school. And everyone in the mystery school who I went to as a healer was like, you are your own self healer over and over. And I didn't believe it at first. I was like, no, I'm not. Like, I can't do these amazing things that you're doing. But first of all, I've learned some of those things and now I can do them and I do them for other people. And then also, I have learned over the 5 years that I've been studying in this school that there are things that only I can do for me. Like, you can go get a Reiki session, you can go get a different kind of healing, but there are certain things that need to be resolved within the self. And maybe depending on your spiritual beliefs, like with your guides or with beings that you work with, but no other person can do certain things for you. And I think I have my own thoughts about like that has to do with the lessons we're meant to learn on this planet and different things like that. But yeah, for me, I think it was a slow, progressive, layer by layer unfolding of like, yes, I can do this, and that the power really is in me. It's not outside of me.
So we get told this a lot, you guys, that, all the power is within, and we don't always get told how to connect to it. And so I think that's one of the reasons I'm very excited about this Heal Yourself book. And also the fact that it's a collaboration with many experts in the healing field. And this is a little bit of my why. It's, you know, we kind of come from a generation of people who were claiming to be the guru on a subject. Well, when I went to physical therapy school, I knew very well that there wasn't one person or one way. There were multiple ways. And if I could come to the table with a client and offer a badass toolkit and be able to, get just exactly what they needed from all of the ways, it would be very, very powerful. So when I started to do these expert collaborations, I got so excited because of we need all your voices. We need all the voices of the stories so that you all can resonate, right? And we need the toolkit. We need all of the ways to heal ourselves and to connect with that power. So absolutely, I was born for leading and guiding and bringing these communities together, like the one that Julie is crafting for Heal Yourself. So Julie, what do you hope to teach the world with this book? Give us that overall big message.
Yeah, I think it's exciting and something I'm learning being a part of these book projects because I was just a part of another project. The light is so weird. Sorry about that. But yeah, it's coming into the window and it's like, yeah, I'm trying to get in a space where you can actually see me. I'm gonna come a little closer.
You're good.
But yeah, so I was just in another book project, Joy Unleashed, and it's interesting how these kind of like they kind of like thread together, braid together like those what are they called? The paper chain things that we used to make. But I wrote a line in that book which was, if I can do it, you can too. And that's really been with me as we've just done the launch for that book, If I Can Do It, You Can Too. And that's really the mission of this one is like, yes, expert tools for sure. Like you need to hire experts. Anyone who's been successful in business will tell you need to hire people who are smarter than you in different areas. And so definitely to consult those people, but then you use the tools. So it's like, yeah, I think when you're learning, and especially if you grew up with like codependency or certain patterning, it can be challenging the dance between I hire experts, but I'm ultimately empowered and fully in my power. Um, but yeah, this book is about that. How do you do that? How do you interface with practitioners? How do you find the right people for you? And how do you ultimately keep the power within yourself and listen to your own guidance and direction? And maybe if a super qualified expert is telling you something that feels totally wrong, you're able to walk away from that and find something else, find something that works better. So yeah, that's kind of the mission is like, if I can do it, you can too. And if all of these amazing experts who are going to be in this book can do it, you can too. And I'm really excited for those people to all come together in this beautiful mosaic of expertise of different areas. And the idea is not to say like you have to work with all of these people, but find the right thing for you. And maybe one of these amazing human beings is the right thing for you.
So you guys, what are Julie and her co-authors doing in the book? They're going to step up and give you a vulnerable story, first of all, of where they've been and what they've been through to get to that other side of connection. And there is, I think a lot of us have experienced disempowerment in a doctor's office. And so what we want you to know is, yeah, if we can connect like that and feel that empowerment and healing power and inner wisdom and inner healer, you definitely can too. Like there was a point in my life where I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this, right? But with the right kind of guidance, you will be able to. So the stories are going to help you get to know these authors and where they've been and what they've done. But then we're asking them or challenging them to teach you something in the second part of the chapter. So all of the co-authors are then going to teach a master teaching in and really a practical experience that you can get from the pages of the book to help you connect and get going on that journey. This is such an exciting part of these books. Yeah. And I think it sets them apart from a lot of books.
Yeah. So can I say something about that?
Sure.
I love the structure of these, Laura. They're amazing. And I think one of the most powerful things, which you were just inviting me into, is that sometimes, let's say you walk into someone's office, whether it's like an acupuncturist, a doctor, an energy healer, and you see them as like up here. like they're all shiny and healed or whatever you want to call it. You don't know their backstory. You have no idea what they went through, where they've come from, what they had to walk through to get there. And these books are so powerful because they tell a little, even if it's just one little story, it's a little back, kind of like opening the curtain to where these people have been, that they're real humans. They've gone through kind of intense big things sometimes, and that's how they got to this point that they're at where they can now share. So I love that structure. And then they do share, then they give you something actionable that's awesome. So I think it's a really powerful way to write and to deliver information to people. So I just wanted to say that about what you're doing.
Thank you. So, a couple more details about that, you guys. You know, the projects are coached from beginning to end. And if you're a beginner writer or a seasoned writer, it won't matter. You're going to learn something amazing. And being in these projects, the communities are powerful. We have a lot going on with these projects where we really want to help you get visibility for what you're up to in the world. That's important. That's part of my legacy, is to help Julie and all of the authors that come into these amazing best-selling collaborations to get their words and their work out in the world in big, big ways, because that ripple, y'all, that ripple is huge. So, okay, Julie, just kind of wrapping up today. You know, the world is an interesting place to be right now. What are some last words of encouragement for us to help navigate this journey that we're on?
Mm. What's coming to me may be controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's what's coming to me, is that maybe I'm just going to propose, if we disconnect from the news and the channels of all the things telling us everything that's horrible, and we actually look around us and we look at the advances we're making and we look at what's going on in all of humanity, maybe it's actually getting better, not worse, on the
Mm.
whole. You look at all the people around you that are healing, that are waking up, that are starting to move towards their purpose. Maybe it's getting better, not worse.
That is a bold and brave statement to make, and I love it. You guys chew on that one for a few hours, right?
Right. Put
Maybe.
down your phone, look around you. Is it getting better or is it getting worse?
Yeah. Awesome. Um, Julie Goldberg, thank you so much for what you do in the world and for being here today to share about this beautiful project. You guys, the Brave Healer community is a generous, safe space for our listeners, but it's also a place to find opportunities to shout out who you are and what you do in the world in the bigger way. If the topic of heal yourself resonates, and you think you have a perfect contribution for this book, connect with me or Julie. We're going to have the info down below, and we'll have a chat and see if it's a perfect fit for you. We know you're ready to become a published author in one of our best-selling expert book collaborations, and we can't wait to chat about helping you leave your legacy. So, lastly, everyone, remember, your words change the world when you're brave enough to share them. It is time to be brave. Thank you, Julie. See you
Thank
soon,
you,
you guys.
Laura.